At size 6'6", number 7,
Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. 10 games left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. And, of course, Indiana, they're a ways down in the standings.
When I look at Indiana, there's some optimism that they can turn things around in the final month of the season and at least snatch one of those play-in spots. But it really will take everyone to come together and play as a team.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. They've got Andrew Nembhard, Pascal Siakam out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jarris Walker, and it's Nesmith in at the 2. And for the Celtics, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. Clark, we've become accustomed to fast-paced, up-and-down games in the NBA. But this one should be a little bit different.
Yeah, I think half-court execution will be the premium in this one, a strength for both of these teams. They'll slow it down, grind it out. This will be a physical, tactical battle.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Outside White, takes a 3, kept alive, and the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Now here's Brown. Nesmith covering, and Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Kicks it out to Siakam. Five on the clock. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Tatum. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Here's White after the basket by Indiana. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Siakam, no good.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there. Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Hauser, that's good.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
Siakam outside. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Offensive rebound. Zubac shot is off. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Queta. Tatum against Siakam. Shoots. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Tatum's got a nice jump shot. When he's in rhythm, you feel like he's going to make it every time he shoots.
Here's Nesmith. Outside Walker. Up top Zubac. On the wing, Nembhard. He's guarded by White. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Shireman comes in for Hauser. Siakam with it. No made baskets yet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
First in rebounding, and they're first in the NBA in opposing field goal percentage. What a testament that is to the team. They all put in the work on the defensive end of the floor.
And they are #1 in rebounding for a reason. They pound the glass with aggression, and they attack the boards with a fearlessness. Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Shepard, he's checked in for Nesmith, and T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
Now here's Siakam, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game.
Kind of a rare area for Siakam, but, you know, he's got the skills to knock down that mid-range J.
White with it. He's marked by McConnell. A shot by Garza, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. PA?
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. So it's Boston now, following the bucket by the Pacers. White for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Siakam finds McConnell. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to Zubac. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White, then for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Zubac. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Jones in for Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tatum. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Here's Shepard. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big...
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Pacers trail by 7. McConnell passes to Toppin. Outside for McConnell. There's the triple. Garza grabs the board.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Pritchard surviving the D. Outside Tatum. Toppin with a steal. And here's Shepard for 3. The rebound, Celtics. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Tatum passes to Gonzalez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. In for Indiana, Pascal Siakam. He's checked in for Huff. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And it's Nembhard in for Jones. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Nembhard outside. Siakam the screen. 4-3. The shot by Nembhard no good.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
McConnell passes to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
If you do not keep Siakam out of the paint, he'll make you pay.
Pass to Tatum. There's the screen. The 3. The rebound by Neesmith.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now Nembhard. Siakam right side. Oh, a strong move from Siakam.
Fighting through the contact, Siakam. Tremendous finish around the rim.
Tatum, a screen on McConnell. Pritchard from outside. The shot won't fall.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Siakam looking it over. Outside Neesmith. 6 on the shot clock. Nembhard for 3. With the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's checked in for Indiana. Walker comes in for McConnell. And now the 2K leaderboard will give us a glimpse of the top rebounding teams in the second half of the season. Number 1, the Celtics.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Left side, Brown. Can't connect from 14.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Zubac with a screen on White. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And Zubac's no good on that. One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Indiana shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
For the Pacers, Pascal Siakam, shooting 1.
Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
And the basket is good.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Now the Pacers with it. They're on an 11-2 run. Siakam outside. Back to Nembhard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Here's Siakam. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Walker against Brown. White for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. White's got 5.
Well, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Walker. Outside Neesmith. Shoots over White. Neesmith's shot is off. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Here's Siakam. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front, up 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Jason Tatum has put his stamp on this game, looking so dominant so far.
He's feeling it, exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks.
Defensively, you have to find a way to seal those gaps because he's making it look too easy.
Let's take a moment now and swing on over to the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference.
You look at the Celtics, they're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Boston leading by 3. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Pascal Siakam out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Neesmith. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper. But I like when he pounds that paint, too.
Right wing. Back to Nembhard. Pat drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Tatum. Back to White. Pass to Hauser. White with a screen on Walker. Here's Hauser. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Walker with the 3. Walker's got 5.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. White finds Brown. That one falls. He's got 6.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
The Celtics with the lead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. BA, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Nimhard, the pass to Siakam. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Walker. 6 to shoot. And here's Nimhard. Shoots over White. The shot by Nimhard, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
White against Nimhard. White, the pass to Queta. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-handed, just like pound cake.
Celtics lead by 7. Brown passes to Queta. Count it.
And Brown is quite unselfish as a player, always willing to get the ball to the open teammate.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Neesmith passes to Zubac. Now Nimhard to end the run. And the layup is up and in. Nimhard's gotten 4 this quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Hauser outside. Up top, Tatum. Outside White. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Jason Tatum.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass. Not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Toppin, he's checked in for Siakam.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Tatum against Toppin. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by Boston. Pacers trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Nimhard, good.
Fancy ball handling by Nimhard right there. Little rush hour handles on display.
Pass to Garza. Brown scanning the floor. The Pacers pull it in. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Neesmith passes to Nimhard. Toppin outside. Pass to Zubac. The rebound, Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Tatum, guarded by Toppin. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. Walsh is checked in for Boston. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And the Pacers also making a change. McConnell, he's checked in for Walker. And so McConnell will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 5-point game. Toppin outside. Pass to Nimhard from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Substitution on the court.
Boston leading by 5.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
McConnell against Pritchard. There's a screen by Bassie to win the cold spell. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
And so it's Boston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game after this break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at the center position. That's the Boston Five. Jones from outside, and the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
Jones has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Pritchard. Indiana with a rebound. Now Siakam. Toppin outside. Here's Shepard. Siakam finds McConnell. Over Pritchard. McConnell's shot is off. Celtics lead by 4. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Gonzalez. The three is up. The shot misses. Indiana shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Tatum can't hit.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Siakam in the post. Misses in close. For Boston, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Tatum. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Obi Toppin.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Pacers making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And that one falls for Tatum.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And Tatum is really a prototypical player for today's NBA. He's a do-it-all wing with great size and effective jump shot. Plus, he's got that hunger you want in a star player.
Siakam, the pass to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cadis checked in for Garza, and it's Hauser in for Pritchard. Then for Indiana, Ivica Zubac checked in for Toppin. Neesmith comes in for Shepard, and Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. Walker a screen on Tatum. Siakam for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Tatum, and finished off by Tatum.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
And rebounded by Tatum. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. Pacers trail by 8. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Oh, the stuff!
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Nembhard outside. Now Siakam. Throws it up. Oh, the shot is off. Celtics lead by 10. Takes a step back.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Tatum against Siakam. Tatum draws the double. Shoots a 3. The 3 ball is down.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Zubac with a screen on Tatum. Siakam. The inside look is good for the big man, Pascal Siakam.
When he is locked in like this, points just seem to flow from Siakam no matter where he is on the floor.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Lets it go from 11. Yes, sir. It's the jumper.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now Zubac. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
A willing passer. Siakam can be a cog in this offense. He's not a guy who just swallows up the basketball. He's willing to share it.
Here's the pass to Brown. Tatum with it. Picked up by Neesmith. White outside. Clock at 6. Zubac pulls it down. For for Indiana. They've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Siakam. And rebounded by Tatum. Oh, off target from downtown.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Siakam. The 11-footer. That's off.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Jason. This team is on a roll. Plenty of energy on the sidelines. How much fun are you having out there?
Winning is fun. Hopefully we can keep it up, especially at home. We don't want to let our fans down. We got the best fans in the league. They give us all the energy in the world, so we appreciate them.
Doing it for the fans. Thanks, Jason.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
But it can't be deep.